Hello, Daphne here with another video for you. This one's titled, What's So Interesting About Mother Nature's Tallest Mammal? Well, the answer to that question is there's quite a lot. The giraffe is a magnificent, stately animal. Absolutely one of the most graceful animals on the plains of Africa. Yeah, I guess it's funny to hear that I think that a big, huge animal like this is graceful. But if you could see the giraffe cantering along, it's a poetry in motion. Truly it is. And they're very, very coordinated. So giraffes are also very family oriented. And that's another thing I like about them. They stay together in groups for usually around 10 or 12 years. And the other interesting thing is that every single giraffe has a different pattern of spots. And I thought each pattern was just more interesting than the next. The other fun thing about giraffes is they're playful. I believe this is a male and a female romping when I caught this picture. But I sort of love the way her eyes are closed and his head is up in the air. And I'm not quite sure what she's doing. Maybe she's whispering sweet nothings into his ear. Giraffes have a very short neck, believe it or not. It looks like their neck's very long, but they have to spread out their legs in order to get down to eat the grass or to drink water. And unfortunately, this puts them in a vulnerable position to be attacked by prey. Now, most of the animals in Africa cannot bring down a giraffe, but the one animal who is capable of doing so is the mighty lion. Oops, this is a little bit off center here. I got to move this over. Well, I guess I have to move it like that and like that for you to see it. But anyway, this was something we saw often where giraffes were together and they were like standing opposite one another. It was sort of interesting to watch. But, oh my goodness, to see them out in the wild, I mean, they are just incredible. Now, ladies, take a look at this. Giraffes have the most gorgeous eyelashes, the envy of all of us human ladies. But aren't those pretty? Anyway, this was taken at a refugee camp up in northern Kenya near a safari camp called Sarara. And these giraffes are endangered, so they had them in a protected area. And oh my goodness gracious, we got up right next to them, and it was just an incredibly interesting experience. See, here are the different patterns. Oh my gracious, they were all so different. It was fun looking at how different they were, but each one was original and beautiful in its own way. It was fun looking at giraffes because they, of course, could eat the tops of trees off. They're that tall. But isn't this one a beauty? Look at him or her. I just think they are such interesting animals with the spots and the mane and the big ears and the beautiful eyelashes. They are magnificent creatures. It was fun to see them in different positions. With that long neck, they can twirl around and scratch almost anywhere on their body without much trouble. Here I am with one of the smaller ones, and oh my goodness, what a treat it was to be in their midst. I mean, I just can't begin to describe the feeling of being next to one of Mother Nature's most magnificent creatures. I mean, isn't that an extraordinary feeling? I thought it was. It was just almost an unbelievable experience. But I can tell you, I was in seventh heaven every single minute I was in this giraffe refugee camp. Here's another picture I took on that day. Oh, what a beautiful sight. Just incredible. So anyway, that brings me to my story about animals. Well, about the giraffe in Africa. It's just the most fun thing to do, to observe up close and personal the characteristics of such a magnificent animal. And every time my husband and I were with these giraffes, we were just in awe of their beauty and their grace. Oh, it was a pleasure beyond pleasure to be with them on the plains of Africa.